What's up, you guys? My name is Wolfie, and welcome back to another Motivational Mondays. I get something in my throat and it's nasty. I don't want any part of it. So the first question is from Sam Robinson. Wolfie, can you do a Motivational Monday on being unjustly criticized / being judged based off rumors? I've made mistakes in the past and have gotten past it personally, but the people around me won't forgive. What should I do? Being criticized and judged based off of rumors, that's the worst, because no matter what happens, everybody's gonna start a rumor. Everyone everywhere is gonna start a rumor about you, about someone else, about your friends, about your family, about your friend, your mom, dad, whatever. It does not matter. People love rumors because people love drama, because that's the kind of people the human race is, or whatever. So no matter what, there's gonna be some sort of rumor. You can be literally the best person on earth, and someone will start a rumor about you. It doesn't matter what happens. I got a haircut. Yeah, thank you. But when people are criticizing you about it and judging you about a rumor, the only thing you can do is not live up to it. Because if you deny it like crazy, people are gonna be like, yeah, he's just denying it because he's denying it. Which, it could be that that's the case, but a lot of the time it's just a rumor, which you're right. Like I said, unfortunately, people just make up rumors. A lot of time you can own up to it, but if it's something you don't want to own up to, then it's difficult, because if you can't, because if you own up to it and if it's something like little and it doesn't matter, then and you own up to it, they're like, because it's no more fun for them to bully you on that. But if it's something big and you don't want to or can't like accept it and just be like, you're not bothering me, it's whatever, then the thing that you have to do is not live up to it. Say somebody's like, Johnny's gay, and that goes and circles the whole school. People may think you're gay, but the people who know you don't or aren't, they know you aren't. And I'm not saying being gay is a bad thing. It's not. And everybody can do whatever they want. I'm just saying, from then on out, if you deny it, they're gonna be like, but if you're not gay, you can't exactly live up. Like, you can't be like, yeah, I am. What of it? I mean, unless you're really confident and you know no matter what else gets spread around, even if you say something like that, people will be like, well, he's not gay. So, then you just have to not live up to it, And if you could get a girlfriend. I'm not saying go out and get a girlfriend. Just do what you want. And it's like I said, no matter what you do, you're gonna have a rumor about yourself. And it's gonna be like, why did they come up with that? That makes no sense. It's gonna be that kind of thing. Because even I try to get along with everyone that I meet. I try to be friends with everyone, and I try to be as nice to everyone as I can, because I think there's too much hate in the world, there's too much negativity, and why should there be more? So even people would even make rumors about me, and I'd try to be the nicest person possible. So, no matter what you are, who you are, or how you act, there's gonna be a rumor about you. And you can find your own way to deal with it, and it may be really difficult and confuse you and confuse them and be hard to deal with and accept for a while, but once you find your way to do it, you'll know how to do it. Because if it's something else, instead of being like gender labeled, if it's something more like, oh well, Johnny cheated on a test, and then the teacher comes and asks you, you could also just tell the truth, because then usually from I hit my arm, from a higher up or like a higher perspective, like a teacher or something like that, they'll be like, well, you do good grades, or you tell the truth, or you get a bad grade here and there, so if you were cheating, you would have cheated on those too. And then it's like, they believe you or they don't believe you, or you put more effort into like defending yourself from people thinking that, and that's a big thing too. So you can defend yourself, you can own up to it, you can not live up to it, you can just don't let them hurt you or break you down about it. And don't ever be like, no, you, and they're like, well, oh, you're gay. Don't be like, no, you're gay. That doesn't fix anything or help anybody. That's just fueling the fire. And you've made mistakes in the past and have gotten past it personally, but the people around you won't change or won't forgive. People forgive at their own rate. So it may take years, it may take months, it may take days, it may take like 20 minutes. Depending on how bad it is, how easy it is, who the type of person is, and who or whether they've matured. But no matter what, time is the only thing that can fix it, like a wound, or a wound in that sense. So I would say if they haven't forgiven yet, give them a little more time. Just put it out there like that you are sorry. Make sure they know how genuine it is, and then just let it settle with them for a while. Because a lot of times, it may sound really bad, but a lot of times the way to get through to people is to guilt trip them. And I'm not saying to go out there and be like, my mom just got in a car wreck. You forgive me yet? Dear Jesus Christ, don't do something like that. I'm just saying, like, if they don't forgive you, just be like, you know what? I've tried enough. If you don't want to forgive me, that's your fault. But I've made peace at my heart. Because then it gets into their head and they're like, okay, they've forgiven. Why can't I do that? So it kind of gets on them. And I'm not saying to do that because that is... I would say give it a little time first. But it's however you want to deal with it. Just, I hope any of that could have helped. Ethan K asks, please do the next Motivational Monday about racism, race, and religion, and gender. Personally, I've been called dirty Jew and many other racist things. That's terrible. And then Lord Rees, maybe, said, yeah, and what do you think about rappers saying the N-word, Wolfie? I'll get that out of the way right first, immediately. It's their own prerogative. They can say that stuff. If it offends you, then don't listen to it. I mean, it's the same thing as parents not letting them watch certain YouTubers because certain YouTubers cuss. No matter if you block that YouTuber, if you get mad at that YouTuber, there are literally hundreds of thousands of other YouTubers that'll cuss their brains out. So it's not going to make a difference, and you can't personally make them stop. If it bothers you, then don't listen to it, and just make it clear that when you're with someone or hanging out or anything like that, it's like, I don't like this kind of music. And Ethan K, first off, that's terrible that people call you that. I mean, I'm Portuguese and Italian, but you can't tell that I'm too physically Italian. You can definitely tell I'm Portuguese because I'm darker than most people that live in the South. And it's not very, how do I say this? It's not very, ethnic friendly in the South. I mean, I'm sure there are some places that are really friendly, but where we live particularly, or at least where I live right now, I like to describe it as Hicktown, USA. So many why is my necklace stabbing me? So many rednecks just everywhere. As far as the eye can see, there's a sea of rednecks just bashing over to Larry the Cable Guy concerts. But, so I've been called, the biggest thing they would say is, like, if I'd say, no, I'm Portuguese, they'd be like, what's that? Or they'd be like, no, he's Puerto Rican. Or they'd be like, oh, he's a filthy Mexican. That kind of stuff. And that's messed up. It's not right. And I'm sorry that people call you that, and I'm sorry that, but that stuff happens to other people. But again, unfortunately, like rumors, no matter what you do, there's always going to be racism somewhere. There's always going to be some sort of group of people that are like, I don't like you because you're not like me, which is the whole giant debate about racism. That is the key point to all of it. It's you're not like me, so I don't like you. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. It's not anything deeper. It's not the whole like blacks against whites things lately, and like if a cop shoots a black, but if a cop shoots a white. No. All of that is important, but it all dials down and dumbs down. Why did I say dials? It all dumbs down to the fact that everyone is their own person, and some people are not comfortable with other people, and as a result, they take extreme actions as to bully, offend, and in some cases harass and like physically hurt. With gender, it's the exact same thing. People are like, oh, my religion says that you have to be man and wife. My religion says you have to be this or that. My thought process is that you have to be this or that. My blah 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 says that this is that. Everyone's so stuck in their way that when it comes to race, religion, and gender, everyone just wants them. They want to be right. That's it. With racism, it's you're not them, or they're not you, or they're not that. You're not that person, so they're mad at you. Basically, you're a different color. With race, that's racism. Never mind. Sorry. I'm like looking at all this. It's kind of jumbled, which is funky. With gender, it's when I said gender, I went to like gays and lesbians. No, I was right, because genders are still like, there are other genders than just man and woman. So I was right. Never mind. I got caught in my own thought. Sorry. When it comes to genders, it's usually some like being told you're not supposed to be like that, or like this no matter what statement that says this is wrong unless you're like this. And then religion, which is a higher up power, telling you this is what you need to do. This is how you're supposed to act and live your life, which I don't want to get too deep into, because religion's a very touchy subject and everyone should be allowed to believe what they want, but some things can go really overboard. But racism, it can easily be diminished because you're taught to be racist. No one can ever be racist. They're taught to be racist. You'll see little kids playing with different ethnics because they don't care. They just know they're like them. So why are we different in any way as soon as we start getting growed up? With gender, let anybody believe, like, let anyone be what they want. If you're a boy, if you're a girl, I can't remember the other ones, I'm so sorry. Like, if that's what makes you comfortable, then be that. Why let so many other people bother you about it and worry yourself about it and stress so much when, like, obviously it makes it harder when you live around places like I live, because there are a lot of people always stuck in their way that are like, this is our generation, and they still believe the way that 4 generations back do, just because that every person in their family was raised that way. So just be what makes you happy. And about religion, believe in what you want, believe in what makes you happy, and believe what makes you comfortable. Because people who believe in what makes them comfortable will then feel much safer about passing away, about death. So just don't worry about it. I know that people can call names and stuff, but just know that none of it is true. There's so many like stereotypes about every race, and none of it is usually, like, if it's a bad stereotype, then don't live up to it, don't acknowledge it, don't even worry about it, because they're being assholes. That's the plain and simple of it. But Plain and simple is the same thing. I get so caught up in my words when I'm saying this. But yeah, that's what I have to say about oh my god. Race, religion, and gender. I hope we could have helped anybody, and I hope that the criticism and rumors helped anybody who needed it. But that was a good episode. That was actually, like, since I've recorded with Mato, or Motivational Monday with Mato, I felt like the episodes have kind of been like here and there, but this one I really liked. I really felt into these two issues, and I really felt center pointed and got my views out and like thought about what I wanted and stayed like deep into this mindset that I was trying to get out there and just speak about. And I feel really good about this episode. I really like it. So, but for now, you guys give me more suggestions in the comments and what you think about it, and tell me what you think. But for now, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. Ciao. I kind of rushed that at the end. I was like, but for now, go run, get away.